Hi everybody, Laura here for Simon Says Stamp. Thank you so much for joining me today. I've got a festive holiday plaid project to share with you. It's been a long time since I stamped a good plaid pattern, so I figured it was high time. I'm using the Jumbo Stripe stamp set, a panel of khaki cardstock. I've got my full-size Misty along with one of the Misty corners, and I'm going to be using an array of Simon Says Stamp inks. This is the second to widest stripe in the Jumbo Stripes stamp set, and they are jumbo, but I love a good jumbo plaid. I'm starting with the white ink. It is a white pigment ink. It does take a while to dry, but it looks gorgeous on the khaki. Now, if you want to get, extra vibrant white, stamp it a couple times. Sometimes I did do that, sometimes I didn't. I really have no rhyme or reason. I'm literally winging my way through life, and I am cleaning the stripe each time and repositioning it. I'm sure there's probably a way, and actually I think I might have done a video on how you can move your cardstock around and not have to move your stamp around. That way everything can stay perfectly parallel, but you know what? I forgot how to do it. So instead I just clean my stamp each time and reposition it. I'm eyeballing it, trying to make sure everything's parallel. It's not perfect, but we're not going to look at the imperfections. We're not going to be hard on ourselves during the holidays. You know what I'm saying? We got to be forgiving. That's what we got to be. So look at this white plaid though. I mean, isn't it beautiful? I would like this khaki and white plaid, a nice couch pillow, a nice neutral for the holidays. And I could have stopped right there because I love how that looks, but I'm going to continue to add some color. Now this is a thinner stripe. I started with cotton candy, which I'm going to be up front with you. I hated how it looked. Watch this. It's just kind of blasé. I hardly gave you a chance to look at it, but it's blasé. So I'm going over it with lipstick red. And this one I liked. Now the nice thing about plaid is you can customize it. You can use whatever colors float your boat. And if you don't like something, go over it with a darker color like I did. You just got, if you got lemons, how's it go? When life gives you lemons, make lemonade. That's what I say. So, and I love how this lipstick red looks when you slightly overlap it with the white. You get that two-tone there. The white and the khaki gives you two different looks with one ink. So again, I'm cleaning my stamp, repositioning it, trying my bestest to make everything parallel. Don't look too closely. It's kind of like my house. I try to keep it clean, but don't look too close. And okay, so we got a nice red and white. Got to add a little green. So this is, again, a thinner stripe. I'm going with green apple, and it's kind of light, and it's extra light when you stamp it on the white. Now, I will say this. These stripes right now are wet. They have not dried. So I'm trying to be very selective where I put my magnets. I'm trying not to touch it too much because I don't want to smear the ink. It takes a while, especially with that white pigment ink, for things to dry. You could stop there, but I'm not gonna. There's one stripe in the Jumbo Stripe stamp set that it's like 3 thin stripes, and that's what this one is here. I'm stamping that with leaf green. Gives you the nice dark green triple stripe. And this is coming together. I feel like the more you add, the more the merrier, and the more forgiving it is. I'm gonna stop here. Look at this. Hold it up close for you to see. It's still wet, but I love how it turned out. I'm going to take this holly and pine frame die, which looks like a big snowflake. I'm going to die cut that into some white cardstock. I am using a metal shim. Take it off camera to run it through my die cutting machine. This is how it looks. You got to use a metal shim if you have trouble getting a clean, precise cut. I use that retractable needle tool to pop out all the innards. This is such a beautiful and intricate die. It does take some effort to get all the innards out, but when you're done, it looks great. I'm taking one of the nested circle dies. I'm going to die cut a window right in the center of my plaid pattern. I know it kind of breaks your heart to die cut right into that plaid pattern, but I wanted to have a little window to kind of frame my sentiment. I'm going to stamp this Silent Night, which is from the Clean Lines Christmas by Kathy Zilski. You know how I love Kathy Zilski for a clean font on her sentiments. I'm stamping Silent Night, Holy Night, using VersaFine ONYX blacking. Now I'm going to flick on some flicks of white. This is a jar of white acrylic ink. It's very opaque. I love it. I just drop a few drops on an acrylic block, pick it up with a wet brush, and gently flick it. Now, I feel like this is controversial. Some people are going to love the flicks, and some people are going to be like, what in the world are you thinking flicking on that stamp plaid pattern? But I feel like it's just a little kiss of snow behind the holly and pine frame. So I'm popping up this flicked plaid pattern over the sentiment. I've got a white card base, a few drops of glossy accents here and there to the back of the holly and pine, adhering that down. Now to finish it off, I added just a few teeny little sequins from this Ice Crystal sequin mix by Little Things by Lucy. And this card is finished. It's got a lot going on, but I feel like it all ties together. It's like festive, little kiss of snow. You gotta love the plaid pattern, and it's a silent night, holy night. Thanks so much for joining me. Have a wonderful day, and I will see you next time.